And now we're on the path to May Valley.
Wow! Croissant! Croissant!
Let's get to the trailhead, and we will mobilize now. And now we've reached the point of May Valley Loop. Right now it's 5.3 miles. Well, once we reach a certain distance though, we'll probably loop back instead of taking it whole because we don't have the time for it. But otherwise, I think we'll be able to find out some good stuff about this hike today.
Alright, so we are out on May Valley Loop right now, which is a branch of Squawk Mountain. There are a couple different trails, but we're just exploring this one in particular today. So there isn't a lot of information online about the history of this trail, but there is some history about Squawk Mountain itself. So there was the first discovery of coal on the mountain in 1859, which is when it became a larger part of Issaquah, Sammamish area history. There was the first commercial coal mine created in 1862 in Issaquah, and then 1863 there was another coal mine built in Renton. So when you're walking around these trails around Squawk Mountain, you can see evidence of these coal mines from like ones that have been abandoned or logging roads that have been left over from like early land users before the land was used for more private land purposes.
One.
Alright, so a little bit more interesting information about this trail. So this trail is located on Squawk Mountain, as we mentioned earlier, and Squawk Mountain is located in between Cougar Mountain and Tiger Mountain, and those just happen to be the two other mountains that we've taken hikes on thus far. So that's pretty interesting. And in addition to that, so in addition, you know, the last trail that we went hiking on was called the Harvey Manning Trail, and Harvey Manning was quoted saying that the founding of the May Valley Loop was the greatest act of environmental benevolence in local history. He said that in 1972, and a little bit later on, I will explain why he said that. So, something to look forward to.
Wow!
Cliffhanger? A cliffhanger. Interesting part of the history of May Valley Loop. So basically in 1972, the Bullitt family donated 590 acres of land to the state. And the reason that this happened was because basically Stimson Bullitt, which was the dad of the family, he had all of this land. He built the family's summer cabin home on the land, and then he gave his children three choices. They could either build their own homes on the land, have the land further developed, like where their house was, or give the property to the state and let the state make it a public park, as long as the land retained its natural state, so, you know, the mountain itself. And so that was the reason that the Squawk Mountain State Park was developed in the first place, was because of the Bullitt family. And while walking around Squawk Mountain, you can actually find a fireplace that is like pretty tall. It's taller than any of us. And it is the only thing that's left of the Bullitt family's summer home. Because
Dos. Uno. Action.
Alright, so last little few tidbits of information as we draw to the end of our hike. So the word squawk in Squawk Mountain actually comes from the Lutschitsid word, which is an indigenous group in Washington. It comes from the word that we're gonna show down below because we want to be respectful of their culture and I don't want to butcher the pronunciation of the word. But it is derived, the word squawk is derived from that word. And that's where the name Squawk Mountain actually came from. Should we get in here?
We're at the end and at the trailhead. Oh god, they're taking a photo of me.
Okay.
Anyhow, how would you rate this hike?
I'm gonna rate this one probably, I'm gonna give it a good 6 out of 10 trees. It was not my favorite. You know, there wasn't a lot of great views. I think some of the places we went to, they had some cooler, like, what is the name? It's like like a save point. They had some other cool trail markers, like the abandoned bus or the abandoned car. So you found some other cooler stuff on other trails. The one part I really did like was, you know, being with my friends and looking at rocks in the rivers, in the streams. Sugar for Coolidge. That was my favorite part, was being able to, you know, just have a fun time with friends looking at rocks. So.
I would rate this trail 6 out of 10. We didn't finish the trail because we had other things we had to do. But it was pretty fun. This is a trail where you can explore a little bit off, like off trail. You can go off trail a little bit. You can go look at the river. There's a really nice river. So that's why I give it a higher score, because it's just, I like to explore.
Alright, now you get to see the cameraman for once. It was good. I would say I agree with Chloe. There's a lot more exploratory. I didn't let her explore because it's a steep hill and she would have gone tumbling down the stream. Anyhow,
How many trees out of 10?
I would say probably around a 7 to 6.5.
Okay.
Just because, like, yeah, as a photographer, it's a nice place to go. And sure, I got some pretty cool rocks. Yeah, I'm a nerd. I got one wishing rock. But yeah, I would say go ahead, go buy it, and do it. We
Do
got
it!
hiking sticks down there. You better come, and you better put them back.
It's not to zoom in.
This way, Pretzel Fruit Train.
We are on the Gem Lake Trail.
Not Gem Lake.
Is it not Gem Lake?
This is May Valley.
Gem Lake's 45 minutes.
We're gonna go during the week some point.
We moved it.
Oh, 1 second.